Hello everyone, and welcome to the Recursion homework example problem section. So in this section, you're going to have a homework assignment where you'll have to fill out some simple example problems using recursion. So let's go ahead and do a quick overview of what the problems look like in the attached notebook. Let's go ahead and jump to that notebook now. Okay, so as always, you can find the Jupyter notebooks on the links, on the NB viewer links, or on GitHub as well. So in this case, we'll be looking at the Recursion Homework Example Problems notebook. Note, there's a Solutions notebook, so be careful not to click on that before you've had a go at the example problems yourself. In this video, we're just going to quickly explain what the Recursion Homework problems are looking for. You can go ahead and just skip this video and read along for yourself. Everything's in the notebook. But in this video, I'll just explain what the problem's asking for any clarification. Problem 1, let's go ahead and zoom in on it. Says write a recursive function which takes an integer and computes the cumulative sum of 0 to that integer. So, for example, if your input equals 4, what I want you to do is return 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0, which is 10. So your function should return 10. So this is really similar to that factorial problem, but instead of multiplying, we're adding. So hopefully this should be a simple introduction and follow along with the base case thinking that we did when we were creating that factorial problem. And here's a cell for you to fill out, def rec sum or recursion sum, with a pass statement there for you to fill out. Problem 2 says given an integer, create a function which returns the sum of all the individual digits in that integer. For example, if n equals 4,321, what I want you to do is return 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So this might be a little confusing, so let me go ahead and break it down for you. What you're going to do is, given any integer, you're going to break it up first into its individual parts, and then add up each of those individual digits. So you're not doing what you did here in problem 1. Instead, you're going to be splitting up that digit itself into individual digits. So how can you do that recursively? This is pretty tricky. So I've set up 2 hints for you. The first hint is that you'll have to use mod. And I left you a hint here that 4,321 mod 10 will return 1. The second hint I gave you is that 4,321 single digit divided by 10 is 432. Excuse me, single slash divided by 10. So what you'll have to do is, in order to think of this function recursively, know that this equation is what it's going to look like for your recursive case. So these are pretty strong hints here. Go ahead and think about them as you build out your function. Let's move along to problem 3. Now, problem 3 is probably a more advanced problem than the previous 2, and it also has a lot of variation and possibilities, and it can be asked in a lot of different ways. So we're going to ignore just strict requirements here. And what the question asks for is for you to create a function called word underscore split. So that's this function right here. And it's going to take in a string phrase and a set list of words. And what I want you to make the function do is the function will determine if it's possible to split the string in a way in which words can be made from the list of words. And you can assume the phrase will only contain words found in the dictionary if it's completely splittable. So for example, the function should be able to take in a string like this, the man ran, all one word in the string, take in a list of words, the ran man, and then recursively check if it's able to split that string and output the words that were in the dictionary. Another example is I love dogs John, all one string, one giant word. And here we have a dictionary or a list of words, a list, not a dictionary, a list of words that says I am a dog's lover, love John. So it has a bunch of words, and what I want you to do is recursively check if you can split up this string into words found in that list of words right here. So I love dogs John. The last one is an example of something failing. So the man ran. Here we have a list with clown, ran, and man. And you'll notice that the function is not able to split this up into words that are all in the dictionary, since this the phrase is not in the dictionary, or anything else that the is attached to, since only clown, ran, and man, so it returns an empty list. Go ahead and take your time with this one. If you're confused or are a little stuck, then go ahead and check out the solution notebook. Okay, so that's it for this video. Remember, this notebook, if you go to the Jupyter NB viewer or the GitHub page, it's called Recursion Homework Example Problems, the IPython notebook, and as always, it's under the Recursion folder for this course. Okay, everyone, best of luck on the homework assignment. Feel free to check out the solutions if you get stuck. In the next video, I'll be briefly going over the solutions. Okay, I'll see you at the next lecture.